I'm Danny Glazer, and this is Lee Beecham, how do you pronounce your last name?
Beecham, how are you?
However you want to pronounce it. And I'm working with the town of Cortlandt as a consultant for the past, since 2009, and I've been working with the town of Cortlandt as a volunteer and resident since probably 2000. So, been here a long time, talked about leadership. Well, Linda Puglisi definitely is an incredible leader when it comes to environmental sustainability and to just being open to ideas, and she has been protecting open space in this town for the 24 years that I've lived here, for our natural resources and using smart growth practices. So it's no surprise to me that she is really embracing this whole program, and really there's a very holistic approach to addressing sustainability in the town of Cortlandt. And so when in 2009, John Salone, who just left, introduced a program called 25 by 12. And so he put our feet to the fire to say, okay, by 2012, we're going to be reducing consumption of energy by 25%. Well, it's a very, very tall task, but I believe, and we all believe in a tall order, because it really makes you take some practices and measures to really try to get there. And we did a myriad of things. And the first thing that we did was send out a survey to every municipal employee, very, very detailed, about how they're practicing their daily job. And then we conducted 1-hour interviews and discussions with every department. And they were fascinating. By the end of these interviews, I mean, people were getting just great ideas. Oh, wow, we can really, reduce paper here. We can get rid of that ridiculous triplicate piece of paper in this form. Or we can. So since 2009, it has been amazing what has happened, and I think that this government, municipal government, operates in a very, very lean and efficient way, just because that's the culture now. And I mean, down to the little signs over the light switches. I mean, you could be in the bathroom, and I've been told all of a sudden the light goes off. So it's really, really remarkable. And the green team was started as part of the whole effort. And 30 employees, just showed up and have really, taken on this responsibility. And especially over the years, it's just pretty remarkable what's been done. So the next step for the green team was really to start going out to the community. This obviously is, a real great step out to the community for us. But we have done, we just did our first green fair. We've done a couple of stop and swaps, which is a fantastic day, where people in the community come and they bring their stuff. And we're pretty good about and clear about that it can't be your crap. It has to be, decent quality stuff. And we're at the Morabito Center, and so people came and they brought their stuff and they took stuff. So after we did it the first time, it was just like wildly popular, and people couldn't wait for us to do it again, and we did it again. But you know what? When we looked for the course of the day, how much stuff when it was shared in other people's homes and did not go into the landfill, I mean, that's just like a wonderful thing. And and then the green team has all sorts of committees, and they've gotten very deep into the whole thing. And I really do want to thank everybody who works in this, all the municipal employees who participate. And then policies came out of that. Green purchasing policies, where you no longer are they purchasing really, paper goods and that kind of thing, except for an occasion like this. This municipality only uses green cleaning products, and they've been doing it for a long time, really, because there are certain people who are allergic. And so, as far as a health and safety measure, this has been going on here a long time. So, all of these policies ended up being derived from just this consciousness, and Linda will be the first one to tell you that there's a real culture change and different way of thinking, and it's very holistic. And Lee will talk about some of the big stuff.
Sure. Thank you, Danny. I just wanted to talk a little bit about what we've done as far as energy audits and looking at our facilities. We have gone through and done an in-house audit for most of our facilities. That would include our public works type facilities, as well as town hall. Town hall, we've actually done an upgrade to T8 fixtures for most of the building. Danny talked about the occupancy sensors as well. We've gone through and done that. I do have, all kinds of resources if any communities are looking to have calculators to do energy audits in-house as far as lighting. It's very simple, it's just calculating up the number of lights and the savings. We just have gone through and done our LED retrofit for our traffic signals and flashers. So that was around 18 intersections, about 420 bulbs or so. So we're looking for a savings. We'd like to see around $20,000 to $30,000 a year, and that's energy and maintenance. The maintenance is a big aspect of it because we do have to hire private contractors to do that work. So those are some of the things we've done so far. We've also are investigating the option of an energy performance contract. It's a new idea in upgrades and energy upgrades. It's very similar to the residential side where Tom was talking about the Energize program. However, this is more geared towards municipalities as a whole. I don't want to really get into a lot of details about it, but basically the concept is you hire a company to come in, do the investment grade audit and do an analysis of your system, and then they provide the leadership and the contractors to go through and do the audit or to do the improvements, and then you pay for that service through a bond or however you want to finance it, and the energy savings pays for that debt service. It's kind of a simple way to put it, a 5,000-foot view of it. There's a lot of details that go into it. So we've actually gone through and put out an RFP for an energy performance contractor. We're now in the process of reviewing those RFPs. So we'll try to keep the NWEAC group updated on where we are with that process as it goes forward. Just wanted to talk about a couple things as far as fleet, what we'd like to start doing with the fleet. We are investigating fleet municipal purchase or municipal lease options for our fleet. That's something that I'm sure all the communities are dealing with, where all of us do have an older fleet. We would like to try to get some of the older vehicles out of the fleet, and in turn, you're going to improve the efficiencies with the newer vehicles, the fuel efficiencies, and the fuel consumption. And that's where we are now. If anybody has any questions about what we've done in Cortlandt?
Let me also mention too that the town, I'm sorry, Ed Vergano, I'm the town engineer. We are in the process right now of updating energy requirements for new homes. We're researching different methodologies, and it's something we're going to be looking at very closely in early next year. As you may be aware, last December the state actually adopted enhanced energy requirements for the building codes. We're going to go beyond that, and I'll be giving a presentation actually sometime in February or March to further explain some of the new requirements.
Yeah,
This is very.
We'd be happy to learn from you on that.
Sure, be happy to share what I learned.
Yeah, so this is something that is, really important to me and to us, is to incorporate this into our planning board and our building division and so on. And I'd like to mention that the chairperson of our planning board is here, Loretta Taylor. Wave, Loretta. But as Danny said, it is a culture and it's a mindset, And when we first started, right, Danny, when we first started talking to our employees, we had like I think we invited everybody to be in this room, right? And it was like, oh, okay, that sounds nice, But then everybody got really interested in it and understood it and became educated in it. And then they, with Danny's leadership and Lee being involved in it as well, they came up with ideas. So it became like a team effort, and that's why we call it, obviously, the Green Team. The Green Fair was a lot of fun. I recommend it in all of your communities. We had a ball. We had a really great time. And the paper reduction has been, part of the culture, part of the mindset,
Well, because Linda first said, I will never not print the recreation brochure ever,
Yeah.
and now it's all online.
I gave it. Double-sided, everything's double-sided, the things that we do print.
And it's getting the community to realize you can go online also.
We have 16,000 households in the town, and every quarter we would send out our recreation brochure that we're very proud of, obviously. A lot of terrific things in the recreation department. And then John Sloan, he would always say to me, gee, Linda, why don't we just put it online? And I'd say, oh, I know, but the kids love to see it, you know, the whole thing. Eventually I gave in, right, and so, you know, we save, believe it or not, $50,000 a year, you know, by putting it online. $50,000 a year. That is a lot of money. And on top of saving the trees, saving the trees. We do have a couple available for the people that just need to have the hard copy, you know, but something like that is not small, because look at the savings in Cortlandt, you know? And also, it's part of the culture. It lets everybody at home know, you know, that they have to be more cognizant of these things. So I want to thank Danny and Lee and Ed and John Sloan for really being part of this effort in the town of Cortlandt.